Hey everybody, welcome to another weapons video for this week. And so this week we're just going to do a lot of review to get ready for more sword stuff, and just we want to talk about a class that we're interested in, but we'll do that a little bit later in the video. So we're going to start off with reviewing all the strikes that we've gone over. So you've got the overhead strike, you've got the downward strike, you got the high side strike, you got the low side strike, you got the upward strike, and then it's the same thing on the other side, except that overhead strike, it's just always down the middle. So then you got your downward strike, you got your high side strike, you got your low side strike, you got your upward strike, and then you also have your stab. And it doesn't matter which side it chambers from, but make sure you get that last second snap on that. See what I'm doing? It stays down until that last second when I'm snapping it forward, just kind of like you would a punch in Taekwondo. So now we got the blocks that we went over. So to start out with, we got the high or overhead blocks, and those are blocking things that are coming down over my head, coming at my head, something like that. So then we have the side blocks that can come from the middle, they can go to the side, they can go to the other side, and those are blocking usually attacks that are coming from about my ribs up to my head that are coming at my side. So then we have the inverted block, which is kind of like the side block, upside down, and that's blocking things that are coming to the side again. But this is a bit lower, so this can get my stomach area and my thighs. It can block down there. I can move it effectively. And then we have the low block, which that's going to get pretty much everything that comes down that inverted block can't get effectively, okay? So then with these strikes and blocks, you got to remember always you're going to hit or block with the middle of your sword, because that's where all your power is going to be centered in. So you got to hit there because you don't have as much bounce, whether you're attacking or you're blocking. And you got to also move your arms with it. A lot of people, they start out doing swords like this, and that's not going to give you any power. That's going to get you just completely blown through if you're sparring someone. So you got to move your hands, move your body. It's like Taekwondo. Like if I throw that punch, I'm going to twist my hips and I'm going to twist my fist for that last second snap. It's the same thing in swords. I'm going to move my body. So now for the form, we're going to do a little bit of review on that. And for the form, we got to remember in our sword curriculum at least, our stances are going to be not as deep. So this is like a Taekwondo front stance, and this is going to be a sword front stance. See, it's not as deep. It's a little closer in. I'm standing tall, so that way I can keep my sword further away from my body, but still have my body in an area that I can protect. So like for a sitting stance, Taekwondo is going to be like this, and swords it's just going to be a little bit shorter, and my knees aren't going to be bent as much, okay? So that's good to remember. So for attacking, when you're attacking towards yourself, you see if I'm in a Taekwondo front stance, bam, I just hit my leg, got my leg off. But if I'm in that sword front stance, see, passes by me. So I don't have to deal with hitting myself as much. So next we have our strikes and slashes. As you can see in our form video and the list of moves that we have going by, some of the techniques end with slash or with strike, and some people may get that confused, get those two confused. So a quick reminder, a strike stops at that midsection of your body. So if I'm going overhead strike, see, it stops at that midsection. Same with side strike. Upward strike stops at that midsection of my body. And a slash goes all the way through. It stops kind of at an angle, but it goes through your target. So you want to imagine that going all the way through your target. So next week we're going to really hit one steps, and we're going to review those a lot, but really fast I want to go over the mentality and just like if I have someone standing next to me, how I'm going to treat the sword and how I'm going to act around them so I don't end up hurting them or myself. So when you've got someone next to you, you got that this is a weapon mentality. You should have that whether someone's around you or not. This is always a weapon, remember that. And as a weapon, you got to treat it safely. So keep your blade away from other people. Don't be swinging the sword around. Don't be doing all kinds of spins and whatnot. Keep your blade at your side, and unless you're using it, you got to be really safe around people, because this is a weapon. So thank you guys for watching all the videos. We hope you really enjoyed them, and we hope to eventually maybe start up a swords or a weapons class of some sorts that would be like weekly, and have a ranking process and have forms and 1-steps for ranks and all kinds of stuff like that. So we'd like to know what you guys think about something like that. So if you leave a comment, or if you want to, if you can talk to one of the instructors at our studio and let them know what you think about that. If you want a class, if you don't want a class, let us know. And we'll see you guys next week.